what a phenomenal weekend of football, guys, across all of the top 5 leagues, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you're hitting the sub button and hitting the like and commenting your thoughts on all these games I'm going to be covering. We're going to be doing a weekend roundup for you guys. I did one last week. We're going to continue these every week, up the consistency on the channel, guys. But there was some mental games on Sunday alone with Chelsea, Arsenal, Madrid drawing to Girona. There was some big talking points in all the leagues, and I'm going to be covering the main games of the weekend. And we're going to start with an absolute banger of a game, to be honest, because with Monaco, guys, they ended up beating Paris Saint-Germain 1-0, guys. Obviously, the highlight of the game was Pogba coming on again for his home debut against PSG. Really lovely to see the return of La Pioche. Absolutely incredible player. Hopefully, he can start playing consistently very soon and make the World Cup squad for France, which, as you guys know, the draw is on Friday. We're going to be covering that on the channel. But with Monaco PSG, guys, it was a very interesting game. Now, of course, towards the last stages, Monaco realized they needed to hold on with their red card, which I will get into. But yeah, Monaco, impressive performance. I did think that PSG kind of lacked a lot in this game here. They lacked kind of the clinical edge we associate with them. Obviously, they started with kind of their B-side in attack with Lee Mayulu. Kvaratskhelia, of course, there, but obviously they'd rather have Dembele and Doué up there, or even Barcola. But yeah, not to be, man. They've got quite a few injuries, though, PSG. Nuno Mendes, Hakimi and Doué out of injury for this one. But even the substitutes, Dembele came on in the 64th minute. Didn't really make too much of an impact that we expect Dembouz to make. But he is coming back from quite a big injury. So we're gonna let it slide. But yeah, PSG were not great in this game, man. They really struggled to create anything. Vitinha is one player who I will mention because he was absolutely phenomenal, guys. Like, I know they lost, but he was like the only one managing to drive into space and make things happen. And it's not even phenomenal performance-wise, because I think PSG as a whole were poor, but he is such a key player for this team, man. Without Vitinha in this team, it's a big problem. It's like Barcelona and Pedri almost. Now, yes, PSG have got a very good midfield three, but he is definitely the piece to the puzzle, if you want to call it, because he's so good for them. But yeah, Minamino's goal was absolutely brilliant. It was a first-time hit in the bottom corner. No chance of Chevalier saving it, who's had not a great time at PSG, man. He's been criticised quite a lot for lack of consistency in goal. He's not Donnarumma, put it that way. But yeah, impressive from Monaco, even while having a red card as well. Their captain, Carrère, making a stupid challenge, but they managed to hold on. Really impressive from, obviously, Monaco there in Ligue 1. And that is leaving the table wide open. I mean, PSG are normally known for kind of running away for it, but long atop of the league. I've not been paying too much attention to them, but big up to them. Big up to Pierre Sage, their manager, man, because he's doing absolute bits. They've won some big games, man. They've beaten Lille, they've beaten Marseille, and they've beaten Monaco already this season. They are on a flying run. Top of the league with 31 points. PSG now second with 30. And Marseille, who are doing bits as well, 29 points. It's really open, man. Marseille and Lyon look like they're not going to be leaving that race anytime soon, guys. But, of course, we've got back to the Premier League now, which is obviously the league I pay the most attention to. Man City did end up winning against Leeds United, but this was not a bog standard, easy win for Man City at all, guys. Man City, for as good as they are in attack, this defense is a problem. It is a problem. I've been saying this. Man City, great team, but Pep hasn't really managed to kind of get the consistency needed to push on for a title race, if you want to call it. Now, do I think they'll be up there with Arsenal as like the closest to us? 100%. I think it will be City or Chelsea there in second, like challenging for first, because we're still 5 clear. Obviously, that can shrink quite quickly, but Haaland, non-existent, really. I mean, he didn't really get much service, and this is a problem for City because without him, normally they don't score. But Foden, fair play to him, man. He had a brilliant performance. 2 goals, 2 really good goals as well. And obviously the winner that ended up winning them the game, if it wasn't for Foden, they would have drawn at home to Leeds, which would have been absolutely abysmal. They went 2-0 up in this game, though, guys. This is what really baffled me. Foden scored in the first minute of the game. Literally the first minute of the game. It was really well worked, and Foden, good finish. But, yeah, guys, Leeds United, big up to them. They nearly got something from this. But, yeah, these promoted teams, apart from Sunderland, they got to fix up defensively, man. Burnley as well against Brentford, defending horribly. But, yeah, they should have done a lot better, man. How are you switched off in minute 1? Crazy work. But yeah, Vardy made it 2-0 as well. Way too easy for him to score that one. It was absolutely horrible defending again. But big up to Leeds. I will say that because they did not give up away at the Etihad, which is a very daunting place to go away for anyone, let alone Leeds. And they managed to get 2 back. Now, Calvert-Lewin, this was absolutely atrocious defending from Nunes. Now, I have liked the way Pep has kind of adapted Nunes into a right back when he was a midfielder, and O'Reilly as well, like the Skelly kind of thing. But the problem is he's not consistent. Like, the back four is not consistent as a whole. And Nunes had a horrible game. Horrible game, man. I don't care if he got an assist. That at the back from him, he basically passed it to Calvert-Lewin. It was the worst error I've seen in a long time. Now, yes, other defenders like Vardy should have maybe done better when the ball's coming over. But the fact that he didn't just clear it is crazy. He cleared it. He tried to clear it. But he ended up passing it on a plate for Calvert-Lewin. He couldn't believe his luck. It's crazy, man. That was 2-1. And then 2-2. One of the stupidest challenges I've ever seen from Vardy. He thinks he can win the ball cleanly. All he's got to do is clear it out again. Simple, but he ends up going through, was it Calvert-Lewin? Crazy, man. Crazy decision. And Nemecha stuck the penalty away brilliantly to make it 2-1 to Leeds. Leeds were winning at, they were equalised. They equalised at the Etihad from 2-0 down, guys. 2-0 down. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But, yeah, obviously, after that, I wasn't watching too much. I was focusing on other games at the same time. And Foden obviously got the last minute winner. Very unfortunate for Leeds. Really good finish though. Foden, this is what he can do at his best. He worked a little tiny gap. Worked the space brilliantly and slotted it in bottom corner. Keeper. Unsighted kind of. But yeah, brilliant from Foden. Rescuing the 3 points for Pep. Pep's got to sort it out, man. Because he's chopping and changing the side a lot. And we saw against Leverkusen. That was horrendous. 10 changes for no reason. But yeah, on to the next one for them, I guess. 5-point lead for Arsenal now, of course. Now, Tottenham losing at home to Fulham. Disgraceful, man. Thomas Frank is in big trouble here, guys. Because the way he is setting up this Tottenham team in games where they should be going for it is mental. I don't know what he's doing. Now, yes, he did well against PSG. Yes, he did well against City a few months back. But, guys, their home form is the second worst in the Prem. Behind only Wolves, who are bottom of the league. This is horrendous, man. I think they've literally won 1 in 5 at home in their last 5. Something crazy like that. It may be even worse than that, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they've drawn games to Wolves at home. They've lost to Bournemouth at home. It's ridiculous, man. And again, Fulham, who hadn't had an away win all season, go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and pick up 3 points. 2 goals in the opening 10 minutes. I wasn't watching this. I was like, it's going to be a dead game. As soon as I saw the 2 goals, I started watching. And from then on, I watched the game. And yeah, big up to Fulham, man. That's what I'm going to say. Because they started so well on the front foot. Tottenham, I don't know what that start was. But they were set up from the off to defend and contain. What are they containing in Fulham? Come on, man. As an Arsenal fan, I'm happy to see it. But it actually baffles me as to why they are set up in this way. I get it against PSG, but why on earth is there Paulinho, Bergvall, Archie Gray there in this weird setup? It was like a 4-2-2. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, guys. Honestly, absolutely mental. But yeah, obviously Tete scored the first goal, deflected, but horrible closing down from Udogie, and the back four just stood there, basically waiting for him to shoot. Crazy. And then Wilson one of the worst goalie errors you're going to see this season. Vicario comes out like a headless chicken. Instead of like kicking it out for a throw-in, he clears it aimlessly straight to Wilson. I mean, it landed at King's feet, and he did really well, King, man. I like this player a lot. He's 18, composed, takes his time, finds Wilson, who brilliantly hits it first time, catches the keeper out, open goal, but he had to curl it a bit, and it was 2-0 in the first 6 minutes. And what the hell is going on? But yeah, after this, obviously Fulham, they should have scored about 4 goals in that first half. That first half was meant 0.07 XG for Tottenham at home. 5 shots, but Fulham could not capitalise. Chukwueze was very unlucky not to get a goal. A few saves, but yeah, they should have been 3-4-0 up in that first half. But Tottenham, obviously, 2-0 is not a safe scoreline. They got it back to 2-1 with a Kudos goal, which Leno, horrible goalie, stopped there. Went with the wrong hand. Should have saved it. But yeah, after that, I was thinking, yeah, they're going to equalise. But they ended up losing at home. And that is a damning indictment on Thomas Frank in the Premier League at the moment, especially at home. Their home record is atrocious. Their away record is decent, but yeah, 12 shots and 0 goalie saves for Leno. Crazy work. But yeah, on to the Barcelona game now, guys. We're going to go over to La Liga. And I wanted to talk about this one. Barcelona 3-1 Alaves. Now, Barcelona have come under a lot of stick recently with their terrible Chelsea performance, which I covered on the channel, and their terrible defensive mistakes this season. Without Martinez in the back line, they've looked really shaky at the back. But Flick, credit to him, man. He changed it up this game. He experimented, put Olmo back in the 10. Yamal, Rafinha started his first game in a while. Casado, Bernal, who were pretty poor this game, I'm not going to lie. But the back four was completely different. It was like Eric Garcia at right back with Gerard Martin at centre back, which actually looked all right. It actually looked okay. Now, with obviously Lamine Yamal, brilliant goal. Really, really nice finish, man. Yamal, we know what he can do. We know what he can do, but that was absolutely superb, man. Moment of magic, if you want to call it that, to make it 1-0. And then from then on, in the first 8 minutes, obviously, you want to look at, that was the equaliser, so that was a big one. How did I even miss that? I was literally watching this game, guys. It's been a long day. Apologies. But yeah, Barcelona's defence strikes again with Pablo Ibanez scoring the first goal to make it 1-0 away to Alaves. And then you're thinking, yeah, this is going to be a long day for FC Barcelona. This is going to be a very, very long day. They're conceding to everyone. Every single team is having a field day against this Barca defence. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't even think the defence was too bad this game. They were decent as a whole. I don't think Eric Garcia had the best game, but I think this midfield too. Bernal, I'm not going to get too onto him because he's inexperienced, but Casado and Bernal as a pivot, it was not working, man. They were getting through that way too easily. Way too easily. But Yamal equalised the game really nicely. And Olmo, credit to him, man, got a brace this game. He hasn't been playing well this season at all. A lot of people are saying get him out. But he took both his goals really nicely, man. Now, yes, the work up to the goal, Yamal's assist was really good. And obviously Rafinha and Lewa also got assists for it. But I'm not going to lie, Olmo was good this game, man. Olmo looked decent. He looked decent. Now, yes, you could say the goal was covered up. But I don't think he was bad today. I think he was one of the better players. And I think he does get criticised quite a lot. Maybe scapegoated at times. Because I don't think it's just Olmo that's at fault. You got to look at the defending and Flick for that. Because the way they set up in these games, I get it. High line, it works. But it hasn't worked for a long time. And luckily for them, they could outscore an Alaves side. Which they should be doing anyway. And that was a big result. Ahead of Madrid, obviously, having to play away. Which I'm going to talk about later. Because wow. Now, obviously, Palace did end up losing to United. I watched most of this game. Mateta got his penalty, which had to get retaken, and he stuck it away again. But yeah, Palace were poor, man. It's this midweek games that are screwing up teams like Palace and other teams like Forest as well, because they can't stay consistent. They don't have the squad deep enough to go in Premier League and Europe. So yeah, this showed in this Palace game, man. They were really good in the first half. More so, Man U were terrible in that first half. They could have been 3-0 down at half time. Mateta missed a sitter as well. But in that second half, it was a totally different story, man. Man U were just controlling the game. Found it so easy to control. And they ended up winning the game quite comfortably in the end. 2 goals from Xerxes and Mount seals the win for Man U. Big away win, man. They haven't won away at Palace since 2020. So that was a big, big result. Liverpool as well, getting a massive result. West Ham were shocking this game, man. Paqueta, the stupidest red you're going to see, gets the yellow for complaining to the ref and continues to do it. And gets sent off. I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, Isak finally getting his first Prem goal. It's about time. But it was a very good finish. Very good finish, bottom corner. And Gomez actually started this game with no Salah in the team. That is a big call. And it actually paid off. Finally, he's benched Salah, who has not had a good season at all. And Gomez came in at right back, which actually worked. They looked a lot better, Liverpool, today. And West Ham kind of made it easy for them at times. But big result. I obviously talked about Arsenal-Chelsea in my video, so go check that out. I've had a bit more time to think, and I'm still really annoyed that we didn't get a win in this game. And if you're looking at how we played compared to Chelsea, it's a fair result, man. Chelsea did really well with 10 men. It looked like they had 11. It really did. And the only thing I'd criticise Arteta on was maybe making the changes sooner, man. I think we could have made changes at half-time. I know we made Skelly come on at half-time, but we could have made other changes at half-time as well. And yeah, I would have liked to see maybe an Ethan come on. I don't know why we're not seeing Ethan as much, because I think he could have been a bit of a difference maker in the midfield. When Eze wasn't doing too much, why don't you just bring on Ethan and Odegaard? I don't know, man. Something maybe I'm not seeing. But yeah, not a great result, but at least we didn't lose. On to the next one. Now, Roma-Napoli, I did manage to catch like 20-30 minutes of this game tonight. And yeah, Roma this season, they look poor, man. They were so wasteful in attack. Their attack looks absolutely dire. It's like a desert up there. Ferguson, nah, man. This attack is not it. Sule, is that how you say his name? Mateus Sule, right? He's a good player. I've watched him quite a few times, but today, not great. Pellegrini as well. Nothing much there, man. And Ferguson, like, I barely saw the guy. I'm going to be honest. And they brought on Dybala. I didn't watch the rest of the game. I don't understand why he doesn't just start Dybala in this team, because Dybala's definitely good enough. Now, yes, he's injury prone, of course, but he's got something about him. This Roma attack is desperate for something. And Neres, the goal was so easy, man. Found himself in behind. Really nice run. And he just had to slot it past the keeper. It was so easy, man. The pace that they had was way too much for this back three, man. They could not handle it. And yeah, Napoli kind of cruised to that win, really. Too easy, man. Away from home as well. Way too easy for them there. And if you're looking at the leagues, I mean, Milan got a big win with Leao scoring against Lazio. They are now joint top with Napoli. Well, 28 points, just a bit better in goal difference. Inter have 27. So do Roma, and Bologna have 24 along with Como. And Juve are 23 points in 7th. They're not playing well, man. I know Yildiz got a brace. Big up to Yildiz, man. Carrying that attack. Crazy player, but yeah, this title race is looking very interesting in the Scudetto, man. It's looking very nice. And the final game I want to talk about is Girona versus Real Madrid. I managed to catch most of this game, and I'm not going to lie, Real Madrid, serious problems. Xabi Alonso, serious questions need to be asked, because this is looking like Ancelotti ball. They are relying on penalties to get results. We've seen it multiple times this season. Mbappe got his penalty, but individually, this was horrible performance, man. Absolutely awful. Militao was like one of the only players who was really good today. Like, he held his own. Big up to him. I don't know what these match ratings are on SofaScore, because Vinny, terrible performance. Mbappe was not good at all. And Bellingham tried to make things happen, but there was nothing there. Valverde, who's looked a shadow of himself recently, captain as well. I like Valverde, but this season he has not been up to it, man. Trent, I really feel for him a bit, man. He's the only one in this team that seems to know how to cross the ball. And he's really putting in nice balls, and no one is on the end of it. Guller, stinker and hooked at half time. But I'm not even going to blame him too much. I don't think this chopping and changing every game is working with Xabi Alonso. He needs to figure out who to play, what formation quickly, and he needs to stick to it. Keep the team the same, because this chopping and changing business is not helping at all. We saw against Liverpool. They were outclassed by Liverpool when they were out of form on the slot. They've looked awful this season, and Real Madrid rocked up and were even worse. It's crazy. And they made Liverpool look back to their best. It's mad. It's crazy. And big up Unahi. I want to say that because he was really good, man. That goal was brilliant. But the Moroccan hero in the World Cup, he was really solid, man. And I thought their back four, it was solid. Gazaniga had a good game. And yeah, with Madrid, the only thing they got was a penalty. All they were doing was looking for pens. It was really embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. Vinny obviously won the pen, fair play, and Mbappe stuck it away. But the amount of dives I was seeing, not Vinny specifically, Rodrigo did it as well when he came on. I was like, what is going on, man? Even Mbappe was diving. And I love these guys, like, individually, but as a team, it's not working. So let me know what you guys think. But yeah, La Liga, Barca are now top with 34, Real Madrid 33, and Villarreal 32. Big up Villarreal, man. They're doing terribly in the Champions League, but they're doing quite well in the league. And Atleti on 31. Really interesting title races. The only one I'm not going to talk about is the Bundesliga. Bayern on 34 points. Leipzig 26 and Dortmund on 25. Just bag up the league, man. Honestly, Dortmund, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. But let me know what you guys think of all the leagues and all the games I mentioned today. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you smash the like. Let me know in the comments what you think of the games I mentioned. And it's been Jay-Z Knows Ball. And I'm out. Peace out, guys. Take care.